What's up, guys? Welcome back. As you can see, we're playing Marvel Rivals again, which means we're back with another Marvel Rival character video.
You'll need a top-notch
If this is your
team to win
first
this
video,
one.
go watch videos 1 and 2.
Out there in the cosmos, few humans will ever
But
behold.
if you don't want to, I understand. But what we do here is we drop 3 characters in each category: 1 DPS, 1 tank, 1 healer. And we say their skins as well, say their functions, how they're going to work in the game, and then at the end of the video we come up with skins for characters that are already existing in the game. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much. Last video was called Colossus, War Machine, and Janet Van Dyne Wasp, or Hope Van Dyne. I know I said Janet in the last video, but it could be Hope as well. But yeah, we dropped those 3, and then I also dropped skins as well for Iron Man that I think were really cool, and I also did a little cool thing at the end of the video as well if you want to see that.
I hope so.
But without further ado, we're going to get into our next 3 characters that we're dropping. And we're going to start off with DPS. Our first character that we have for the video, our 4th DPS in the list, it's another X-Men. And I think it's one of the higher X-Men that is going to be added to the game. Like, it's 100%, he's definitely going to be added. It is Nightcrawler. The teleporting dude, one of my favorite X-Men out there. I think he would be a great addition to the DPS team. And if they add him, I will definitely be maining him for sure. But I haven't really came up with a lot of his controls / functions. I don't know what his ult would be. Maybe just teleporting crazily. I have no clue. But I know like his R1 would definitely be a teleport thing like magic. I also think, obviously he's going to have to be a melee. He doesn't really do like guns and stuff, so he's going to have to be a melee. But I don't know if it's going to be punches, or he also has swords. That is also a cannon that he has swords. So I'm not sure. And then his L1, I'm pretty sure will probably just be like an uppercut, like magic. He just does an uppercut with his fist. His team up, I don't know what his team up would be, honestly. I don't know who it would be with. Maybe Rogue, if they make Rogue later on. I also made Rogue, which is going to be in a later video as well. But maybe Rogue, because if y'all saw X-Men 97, they both have the same mom, technically, with Mystique. So I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I haven't really thought too much of his functions or anything like that. I just know he's definitely going to have to teleport. But I think Nightcrawler skins should be the comic accurate skin. I think that just looks really good. What he has in X2 though as well, if they're going to add it in movies, X2 is really good with the black trench coat. I mean, obviously it's pretty plain, but I still think it's a great looking skin. And then him in X-Men Apocalypse, honestly. In X-Men Apocalypse when he was younger, I think is a pretty good skin. It's almost going to be the same thing. It might have a little bit of a different color, but yeah, I think those skins are definitely would be a great add in addition to the game. And Nightcrawler as well, DPS, would definitely be a great addition. Another teleporting character, which would be fun and cool to see. But yeah, now on to our tank. Now, for this tank, the 4th tank that we have on the list, he may have some recency bias because of the movie that had just recently came out in the month of May. But, again, when I saw him on screen, I just think that it would be a perfect add for the Marvel Rivals. And that tank is none other than Sentry. Now, again, I know he flies. Is he going to be a flying tank like Captain Marvel? Should they both be flying tanks, or flying tanks 2 OP? I don't know. That's not up to me to figure out. That's for the developers to figure out. I just come up with the names and how they should be used. But yeah, I think this would be a great add. I haven't really thought of any of his functions at all, other than I think his ult should be something with the void. It should definitely be something where he like turns black, and then it's like Wanda, but instead of him like zapping you out, you like get blipped out of existence, like how he does in the movie with the shadows, and that's how it looks visually in the game. I think that would be really cool to add in the game. His team up ability, God knows, only God knows. I don't know who he would team up with. But yeah, and then for his suits, I think the comic accurate yellow is good. Whatever, I mean, if the comic accurate is what they had in the movie, then might as well have that as well, because they look nice. I like it. And then if we could, can we get the Void skin as well? The Void and Thunderbolts with literally it's all black shadowed out, and then all you have is the little white pinnacles for the eyes. I think that would be like such a great add to the game. I think it would look so cool, and I think so. Oh well, I don't know if they could add that though because of all the shadows and stuff that are in the game. I think you could really hide in the dark as a tank. But then again, Spidey's be hiding out of nowhere, so I don't know. I just think Sentry would be a really great addition to the tank. It's just whether or not will he be flying, because he can fly. Will he be a flying tank, or will he be a can fly tank? Or maybe we can only just have can fly tanks, because then if we have flying tanks, it would be too OP. I don't know. Comment down below if you think flying tanks would be too OP. But that's all we have for this tank. I'm not even going to talk too much about Sentry anymore. I just think he's a really cool player to add in the game. But yeah, let's go to our healer. Now for our last character of the video, it's going to be our first healer. This one kind of got me on the fence of should she be a healer, should she be a DPS. She really is both. But then again, like I said in the first video, some healers also do damage. They can do damage more than they heal. And some healers heal more than they can do damage. So maybe this character can do both, and do heal and damage as well. And without further ado, this healer is Miss Marvel. I just think she would be a really great addition to the game. And it's the Miss Marvel with the light powers, not the stretchy powers like Mr. Fantastic. This may discard a lot of people from using her or wanting her to come into the game. But I just think her light powers would just look better in the game. Instead of having two stretchy people, we can have a stretchy person and someone that can bend light and use the Noor dimension for her powers. I think it's pretty cool. I thought of some of her functions. Her R1 is like a hard light high five. It's like a hard hit. If y'all ever played the Avengers PS4 game that came out, where Captain Marvel was the main character for one of the stories, that was one of her moves that she could do. It was just like a powerful high five. She embiggened her hand and she could just give you a high five. And that will also like knock them back as well. Her R2 is going to be like hard light shards that she can throw out and will be able to heal you and or do damage to opponents. Kind of like Cloak and Dagger or Invisible Woman. I just think that's like common for what for people like this. The L1, I think it should be like some type of escape tactic. She's going to have to be able to maneuver her way out. Loki can be invisible, and so can Invisible Woman, and Loki has his clones, and I don't know what Miss Marvel would have for escape.
Would you still love
but
me if I
that's
said
what it probably like some
yet?
type of movement escape tactic. And then L2, her L2 is probably just going to be like a hard light shield, almost like
Battle starts in 5.
kind of like how like Doctor Strange has a shield. Or like Invisible Woman, how she puts out the shield out in front of you. Maybe, yeah, it's kind of, probably one or the other. She'll be able to shield herself, but also shield other people, maybe, because she did that in the show. And I think it would look cool. Her team up would obviously be with Captain Marvel. I explained Captain Marvel's power sets and everything in the first video, but she would definitely be teamed up with Captain Marvel. And then for her skins, I think her comic accurate skin is gonna be the one that drops with the character. If they could also add the Marvel skin, if they're gonna add a movie skin, that would be great. And then this is an insane tool that I'm about to say right now, but if any of you know the comic book series where I think it was Nebula or Gamora had used the Infinity Stones or something like that, and flipped two universes in half and then like merged them together, so then characters were like two characters in one body. If any of you know, comment down below, because this comic, when I heard about this, I didn't read it, but when I heard about this and I heard about that they did this in the comic, I was going crazy. But they have this character called Kamala Kang, and it's Kang the Conqueror and Kamala Khan merged into one. And I think that skin would just look amazing, honestly. I just think it would be a great addition to. I mean, she would have no Kang powers, and she would just have all of her powers, but she would just look like Kang. I think it would be really cool, in my opinion. But that is all for the characters of the video. But you guys know we come up with skins for existing characters that are already in the game. So I have a couple in mind right now as well. I have a Wolverine skin. I think the yellow and brown suit that we see, I'm pretty sure it's the John Brown. I'm pretty sure it was the author of that comic book run. The yellow and brown suit is just a classic suit. He fights Hulk in it. We see it in Deadpool Wolverine. It just looks amazing. I don't know what else to say about it. It just looks so good. And then we could also, I think, a good skin as well from Mr. Fantastic and the Thing, I think, is to match the suits for Invisible Woman and Human Torch, the red and black. I think the red and black would look great on Mr. Fantastic and the Thing. And obviously they're a family, so you might as well let the family have this, like, the same thing. I have a Black Panther suit that I came up with. It's just BP1, the Black Panther 1 suit, or the Civil War suit if you're going to drop a movie suit. But in my opinion, I think it should be the Civil War suit, because I think the Civil War suit looks better, in my opinion. I also have one for Black Widow. I think with the contrast that they already have, they have a lot of like black and red. I think a good contrast to that would be the white suit from her movie. I think that would be a great contrast as well. And she doesn't really have a movie suit, so that would be a great suit to add for her movie. And then the last one that I'm gonna say is for Hulk, and I think that Hulk should have a Smart Hulk look. I think that if he's gonna have a movie skin, he should have this. They kind of already did the Ragnarok one, but if you want to also have a movie skin, you can also put the Ragnarok one as well, where he's the Gladiator. But yeah, if you're gonna add one of those, in my opinion, you add the Ragnarok one. But since they technically already have it in the game, technically, I would like to see the Smart Hulk as well with the glasses and everything. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, that is all for the video today. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below what other characters that should be added to the game, any other skins that should be added to existing characters. And again, let me know if you remember that comic book series that is two characters merged into one, because I really want to know more about it. And if there are any more skins that are in that comic book arc or comic book series that should be added into the game for a character, let me know, because there's a lot of them. I know there's like a Black Panther, I'm pretty sure it's Black Panther Ghost Rider or something like that. That would look also cool. But yeah, thanks again. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Deuces!